What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked me out on my podcast, that is Chelsea Swift is Your Spirit Animal. That is on Pandora, Apple, and Spotify. So of course, I'm going to do your fast 5 quick weight loss tips. And it's really more about mentality. So a lot of times the weight that we need to lose is off our minds. So I'm going to get into a fast 5 type of discussion. And then of course I do the oracle cards at the end. So if you are interested, hang out towards the end. So the first thing I'm going to say is, if you want fast results, there's so many different types of meal plans. So number one, fast results. And so the reason I'm starting with that is I feel like I would always look for that, like the military diet, the egg diet, the whatever diet. The safest way, for real, without completely ruining your metabolism, eating weird foods, completely skipping meals, the fastest way to weight loss, if you really want to do a 3-day detox, if you really want to do a 30-day detox, just do 2 shakes a day. That seriously is all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to sit there, cut a ton of calories. The 2 shakes a day, protein shakes, are going to actually fill you up, give you a lot of nutrients, give you a lot of energy. But I think the most important thing is you're not cutting a ton of calories and you're still providing your body with a lot of protein, a lot of nutrients. So it might not be the most exciting diet you've ever been on, but if you really are like, I'm sick of this, I want to feel better, I want to be healthier, just have 2 shakes a day, have your normal little snacks, have a light dinner, nothing crazy, and you will lose weight in like 3 days. Like, it doesn't have to be a hard process if you don't want it to be. So my fast 5 daily tips are all about just inspiring you to try something new, to kind of get out of your head a little bit, to not make it as complicated as the internet makes it sometimes. So the biggest thing is, in order to do have safe results, do a clean detox, I would really say 2 shakes a day, keeps the weight away, give it a try. Anytime I want to reset, I'm always including some type of shake. I may not do it twice a day, but if I really wanted to take weight off, I would add an additional shake, just because it's really worked for me in the past, just as far as like, if you come back from vacation, you've been drinking and eating, that's usually when I do like a 2 shake a day for like 3 days, just to like bring myself back to like, oh, okay, like here's balance, here's health. The next thing I'll say is try a 30-day challenge. So if you are not working out right now, you're finding it to be difficult, a lot of people can't get in the gym right now, try to look up like whatever you're trying to tone. If you're like, I need to tone this under my arms, or I want to tone this, or, we all have those weird things that we just want to tone. And I completely understand. I'm the same way. So anytime I'm trying to fix something, I just look up like a 30-day thing, right? Like right now I'm all about the booty. I'm like, I've got to train my booty for summer. So what's interesting is it's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of sets. It's not a lot of reps. A lot of these begin with like, just do 5 of these. And by the time you get to like the 20th day, you're up to like 150, 200, crunches or squats or whatever it is, whatever you're trying to work on. So the best thing is to just look up a 30-day challenge for whatever you're looking to work out. Could be your legs, your butt, your stomach, your arms. Maybe it's all of it. Just look up a 30-day challenge, full body, and then screenshot it. You can print it out, hang it up on a wall to remind yourself. You can put it on the background of your phone as a reminder. This is what I'm going to work on every day. But it's really, really important. 30-day challenges exist for a reason. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you focused, it keeps you accountable. But more importantly, it teaches you what works for your body and what doesn't. I think the most important thing is if you do it for the 30 days, you'll have a new sense of confidence in your workout routines and in your ability to complete something. So really, really important. I would say look up a 30-day challenge and find one that you like. That is like the most important thing. Stop doing it because like Kara's doing it. Do it because you're like, this looks fun. I'll definitely stick to this. And picture on your first day and then take a picture on your 30th day, you might think that a couple squats, a couple push-ups don't add up. They do. So the next thing I'm going to say for weight loss is steam is your friend. I'm always talking about take a detox bath. If you haven't listened to me yet on my podcast, you can listen to that. Chelsea Swift is your spirit animal on Pandora, Apple, and Spotify. But I talk a lot about beauty tips, wellness tips, health tips, how to feel good again, how to reset, how to come back from, I lost weight and now I need to do it again, and how do you center yourself, how to stay balanced. So a big thing that I talk about is tea, drinking tea. I drink tea 3 times a day. I've worked up to that. It has not been an easy challenge for me. Steam is also my friend. I take a lot of hot showers like at night to detox and to steam out. I take a lot of hot baths. I'll do like a detox bath, which is completely different than a normal bath. It's not relaxing. And I do that like once a month just to really like cleanse my system. But I think the reason I'm saying this right now is hot water internally flushing you is really, really good for your organs. It calms them down, especially if you're drinking a tea. You're going to have all those herbal remedies helping you as well. But I think the main part being steam. Drink tea to steam on the inside, but on the outside, also make sure that you're taking like a bath or some type of steam shower at least 2 times a week to really de-stress. A lot of weight loss tips and articles that you look up are going to say, stress is the number one cause. Stress is the number one cause. And it's absolutely true. The reason you can't take weight off if you've been doing all the right things is because it is something that you are mentally combating, which is going to get me into my next tip here, which is your thoughts make it true. So whatever story, whatever elliptical story you have, it's only true if you make it true. So if you don't want to be stuck on the elliptical, this was me, if you don't want to be stuck on the elliptical for 60 minutes every time you work out, because that was my like skinny workout. I used to always do the elliptical, 60 minutes. If I do that, I'll weigh 130 pounds. I'll be so happy. But after a while, I realized like, it's just not making me look good. It's just not making me feel good. I would rather, have a little bit of weight on my body than, be thin and like not feel good and not look good, So then I had to switch it up and I had to retrain my brain. So what you tell yourself is really, really important. So like change the stories, what types of stories do you tell yourself every single day? What types of workouts are you saying this is what we have to do to work out? Because it's simply not true. Allow yourself to think something new. And that is such an important part of weight loss is stop staying stuck in this old story that's not working. If you've been on the same diet, I actually heard this the other day. If you've been on the same diet for 20 years, it's not your diet because clearly it's not working. A diet is temporary. It's supposed to put you back to your balance. And if you've never experienced balance, how is a diet going to get you back to balance, right? You need a new approach. You need new thoughts. So ask yourself, what's holding you back and begin to retrain your mind. So a great thing that I would suggest, look up a podcast that you really like. Obviously, shamelessly promoting here, but seriously, there's a lot of great podcasts out there. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there. There's a lot of inspiration out there. Audiobooks. I just did this the other day when I was cleaning. I was listening to an audiobook and it's like I listened to an entire book just cleaning, and you're like, how long were you cleaning? Like literally 2 hours. So I do that sometimes just to, I know by the time I'm done cleaning, I need to work out, I need to do something else. So I didn't want to get stuck like behind as far as like not training my mind for the day. So an audiobook, listening to an audiobook is so good. So another thing I'm going to say is sleep. A lot of people don't prioritize their sleep. And I used to be like this. I used to be like, oh, who cares? And you don't think that like drinking and then going to bed is a bad idea. So I'm just going to help you out with this. If you enjoy alcohol, it's not a big deal. In moderation, try to drink earlier. I know that sounds bad, but it's actually the nighttime booze, drinking, sleeping thing that impacts your health the most. So if you're gonna drink, like, have it earlier. Like, they always say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Like, you want to give yourself a little bit of time to hydrate yourself back to life and be able to, like, wash your face, take a shower, put your moisturizer on, get in bed, read your little book or whatever you do. But I feel like it's so important to say that, because I think a lot of people forget that when you go to bed under the influence, or even if you're just a little bit buzzed, your body is now processing that as you sleep. You're just not going to get the same benefits of sleep. Sleep is so healing, and it's so important to get your sleep. I feel like it's one of those things that it's almost like being productive. Everybody thinks if you're busy, you're productive. No. Don't glorify being busy, and don't glorify not sleeping. You need sleep. You need balance. You don't need to be running around all the time to achieve. You just don't. So prioritize your sleep would be 100%. That's another way to take weight off fast. I guess the last thing that I'm going to say here is, when it comes to weight loss, it really is an individual thing. Everybody's body is different. So the last thing I'm going to say is cardio. Up your cardio, but I would highly suggest you look up your body type. And even this is not going to, like, drill it down to a science, but at least you're now beginning on 2 feet rather than looking up somebody else's diet. Because I used to do this too. I would just see somebody that has, like, an amazing body, and I would buy their program, and it wasn't even personalized. So it's not going to work with my body type. And now, knowing a lot more about that, I know what I need to do to keep myself in shape, to improve, to be healthy, happy, balanced. Not just, okay, I'm going to do this diet and I'm going to look like this and I'm going to be, like, miserable. Like, so you have to find your balance. And a big part of that is personalizing what you're doing for your body type. So look up your body type and look up the cardio suggested for that body type. I know with mine, it's really more about mixing steady state cardio with some interval training is the best way for me to stay in shape and take weight off. So it depends on your body type and how your body's going to hold on to fat. I have the body type that likes to hold on to fat. But the good news is I can also take it off very easily if I apply myself correctly. So if you look up your body type and you see that you need spurts of intervals, or you need steady state, or you need to get a minimum of this, follow that. Try to do it for 3 days a week, then do it for 5 days a week. You don't have to work out every day to lose weight. You just have to make little changes that are going to correspond to, like, the nature of your song. Like, it's going to correspond to your body type. Certain workouts just weren't working for me, and I didn't know why, and it was literally the chemistry of, like, my body type. So it's really important to understand that, and everybody is so different, but this at least will, like, put you on the right path. And so that's why it's so important, honestly, to just do what works best for you. Forget the rest. But if you really are looking for direction, I would really say the fastest way to lose weight in a healthy way while still providing nutrients to your body is definitely look up a high protein nutritional shake. I would suggest that you get a sample, because your body might react differently to certain protein powders or certain nutritional powders. I mix, like, a protein with a nutritional thing. So when I do a shake, but if you are looking to take weight off fast, it's the healthiest way to do that. Just make sure you're still eating. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to have 2 shakes. No, have 2 shakes, have your normal snacks, drink water, whatever, and have a dinner, like a light dinner. But make sure you're having protein with dinner too, veggies, whatever you're doing. So you can pretty much eat like normal. It's just you're changing breakfast and lunch with a shake and a shake. And that's honestly the healthiest way to take off weight. All these different cleanses I would see online, and I would want to try them. I'd start researching them, and I'm like, how is this different from this diet or that diet? So that is a great tip. The 30-day challenge is a real thing. I'm doing one right now. It's really kept me accountable. Watch your thoughts. That's the most important thing. What you think about, you bring about. So you want to make sure you're thinking thoughts of empowerment, that you're looking in the mirror, you're saying nice things to yourself, because you are not a body. You have a body. If you want to improve your body, you can. but it really begins in your mind first. You really want to get yourself in a higher state of being to develop that confidence and all that stuff. So watch your thoughts and look up your cardio count. So look up your body type, look up what they suggest you do for macros, suggest you do for cardio. But I would definitely say just like, that's all I looked up was like the cardio part, because it just gives you more confidence. Like, all right, if I hit 35 minutes, I'm good. I don't have to do the 60 every day and like be sad and like eat salads. Like, so it'll give you a little bit of direction. But from there, I would really say, prioritize checking in with yourself, checking in with your thoughts, write it down in a journal, really get to know yourself. How are you feeling today? Did you sleep today? Are you drinking enough water? When you start to ask yourself those questions, you'll start to realize like, oh, that's why I'm not losing weight. You'll start to realize that like certain foods don't work for you. Certain diets aren't making you happy, not giving you energy. Now you're not working out. I mean, so it all goes together. So prioritize your sleep. Don't let anyone tell you that's not important. Water and sleep, the most healing. The most healing thing you can do for yourself. For your mindset, for your body, your organs, for your like aging, like sleep like a baby and drink your water. So that's what I have for today. And now I'm going to do our oracle cards. You can tell I learned my lesson with the hair because last time I was on here, I was a little pale and I didn't really try with my hair. And then I was like, this is going online, right? Like, it's almost like I don't really care. I think after podcasting, like live, doing 60-minute shows, I'm like, this is nothing. So, all right. So I have ask for a sign. Oh, I should hold these up. Ask for a sign. Divine purpose, Mother Mary, allow love, you are special, pray. I'm just going to clarify one. You are safe. So the way that the cards laid out too, which I feel like is really important. So I'm just going to show you this. So like ask for a sign, divine purpose. You can actually see that she has like butterflies in her hand and she's like, it looks like it's turning in to like the actual, like she's created that. So the biggest thing I'm going to say is like ask for a sign, divine purpose is like, it's almost like it's conscious creation and like the signs are all there. So ask for a sign, you're always going to get a message, you're always going to get a sign. There's always going to be some type of symbol that shows you like, wow, I'm really on the right path. So ask for a sign for me really means that the signs are all around you. And the biggest thing with like, you are special, pray, allow love, it's really about, and then she has like the butterfly on there too. So that's kind of interesting because I feel like it's, so the message I'm getting now is like, everybody is safe to express and look for signs and ask for divine guidance around this time. I think one of the biggest things about life and lack of faith is that a lot of people lost their faith or lost their way because of something that happened. And the thing is, it's like you are safe to ask for a sign so that you can follow your own divine purpose and your own path and create that like magic in your life. Sorry, I'm like moving my leg, but it's like falling asleep. But it's saying like you are special enough to be able to ask for these signs. And if you, once you ask, it's like it's done. So once you ask, it's like just allow it to happen. So I'm really getting now like you're safe to ask for a sign, allow love is like kind of the message I'm getting. Because asking for a sign is going to point you in the right direction. So that's like the biggest message I'm getting too, is like if you, like just the way she's created it that way, it's like if you ask for a sign, like, am I on the right path? It's just going to be shown to you. And I guess to give you an example, like I remember when I started my blog and I wanted to do that, and I really didn't know. I was like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Like I felt kind of stupid, like wanting to go in that direction. And then I kept asking like for signs, and all signs kept pointing to like, keep doing this, keep doing that, keep developing this skill, start a podcast. Like, so I started getting these nudges, and at first I was like, I'm not listening. Like, this is weird. Like, I don't want to do this. And then from there, I started to feel like I'm really getting in touch with what I'm supposed to be doing. So I guess with this message, I'm just going to say like, if you're new to this, praying is like asking. So when you pray, you're opening up a portal to like ask. You're letting light in, you're letting love in. You're saying, you know, especially if you don't know, which I feel like if you're not open-minded and you don't have like an open heart, like sometimes you can block yourself from your own blessings, and you can block yourself from seeing amazing things all around you. So like ask for a sign, ask for guidance, ask for a divine purpose. Like they will come in and fix your life. Like it's actually happened to me when I was like, I don't know what to do, help, like I have all this stuff going on, I want to follow this, but I have this going on. And you know, I've definitely been divinely guided. So I can tell you right now, I'm definitely not the only one that can do that. I know a lot of people can do it. So if you want to bring in more love, if you want to have more guidance and directions, just ask. Just start with praying. Just say, you know, you could say, I'm so thankful for guidance every day. Like, you know, if you could just send me a sign. And then that's usually when you will get a sign. Like seriously. And it really will, you can ask about your divine purpose. You're safe to follow your divine purpose. So it's kind of the message I have for today. I'm just going to leave it there, but I will say that like every single person, I feel like that's important too. Every single person is special. It's not just me. It's not just some person that you admire. Every single person is special. And I truly believe that because we're all the same race. We're all humans. So every human is special. Like we all have the ability to be magical. It's just, do we want to be ourselves? So that's the next thing I'm just going to say is like, you are definitely safe to be yourself. And like, that is your divine purpose. So many people, what should I be doing? You should be yourself. When you start to be yourself, everything starts to align. People that don't vibe with you won't be hanging out with you. And the people that like, are like, yes, like those people will reach out. So just be yourself. End of the day, be yourself. You are special. You can do it. Ask for a sign. And that's it, guys. I will see you on the podcast. Again, Chelsea Swift is your spirit animal. If you haven't listened yet, it's really just about weight loss, motivation. I do wellness tips, health tips, nutritional tips. But there's a mood for everything over there. There's relationship advice. There's breakup advice. There's weight loss advice. There's motivational stuff to like help you get to the gym. So it's really just me talking to you as a person and just giving my bomb advice. So if you like that, check me out. Chelsea Swift is your spirit animal. That is on Apple, Spotify, and podcasts and Pandora. And you can also check out my blogs on vocalmedia.com. Just search under creators Chelsea Swift, or those are linked on my blog as well, chelseaswiftblog.com. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.